It's Geekay Esports and Selangor Red Giants ready to battle for one last time here in Paris, France. And let's send it over to your casters for Game 3 next to Andrex.
This is the final move in this game of chess between SRG and Geekay Esports. Let's jump into the land of Dawn as the pressure builds. Naisu, the final sub, the final draft. Uni comes in to try to make things work for Selangor Red Giants. Thoughts on this?
I don't know, man. I think everybody probably reacted the same way around the world watching this. When it comes down to that one game, you know, sometimes you have to take that chance. Sometimes you have to take that risk. As amazing of a player Sakai's is, you bring in someone new into this lineup to make something happen when it comes down to one game. You can already see the aggression coming out from SRG just to take a camp. Konak gonna deal with some damage sitting at half health. He's gonna be fine, but SRG more aggressive to start things out. Wow, flicker burn too. So it's still going for mid.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not Uni actually able to still get that. The retry was a little early from Zeno, and he's able to get his own camp, but I'm not against completely the aggression that SRG is bringing. Sometimes in a game 3 like this, both teams take it slow, but SRG says, no, we're gonna hit the gas, we're gonna try to catch them off guard, and that is how they are playing this right now. The Kimmy pick, another throwback to old metas along with this Hilda. And the pressure's on. I've been wondering when we're going to see the Hilda. I'm wondering if they're going to use it in your typical way of let's harass Zeno, let's harass this Ling, let's try to get in GK's face as much as possible.
I think especially if you're SRG here and you're trying to take something from the last game, it's, you know, how do you contain or at least get rid of Zeno, because, you know, last game he was able to go ahead and scale up so well on the Ling. And, you know, the panel mentioned this too. It's so interesting to know some of the facts between those top two. I feel like they're the top 2 pick jungler heroes right now. That Hirata being at 70+%. You know, the Ling sub 50, I believe it is. But hold on, mid lane, there's some action. Yaga taken out of this. And they're able to go ahead and pick up a kill. It's a bit of a trade, but the objective for GK is the focus now for the first turtle. It's going to go over to them.
And so Innocent actually gets the solo kill onto Yaga. Down in bot lane. Stormy goes down in the mid side, so a trade for trade. Let's take a look at that replay down to the bot side. Yaga gets ganked by Yums and Innocent. So even with losing, very close call, but even with losing that, still it's 1-1. Turtle goes over to GK. Small gold lead.
A small gold lead to work with. Either team, you know, they can't let this gold lead get out of hand once we get to that mid game. And you know, if you're looking for picks across the map, that might be some of the best cases that you can go for if you can't fight for the objectives yet. An early kill too, going over to Innocent does help, of course, with that Brody. You know, you get the Blade of Hepsies locked in early. You can start to go ahead and build on that. It is going to be a bit of a difficult lane for him, just because again, you got Freya to work against. For Yaga, you know, he's running that Warcry emblem, so that's why you want that space to work with. That's why the hero that Brody helps really deal with that.
All right, so things have kind of slowed down after the initial few minutes of aggression, or maybe not just yet. A little bit of action in the mid. Everyone should back off. Nothing too crazy to happen, but no.
Oh, they're going to go for it anyway. Whoa, the beacon was gone, and Quanok next. Shen, the next to follow. Zeno's here, though. Tempest Blades dropping down. Going to be looking for Cram. Or anyone he can find, and Zeno goes on through with the Tempest of Blades to pick up a kill for himself.
Zeno continues
to work on it. Meanwhile, mid lane, there's going to be a fight breaking out. Quanok already burned the beacon. Both gold laners going to make their way. Zeno goes in, but SRG will win the retry. But can they win the fight as Cram is taken out? GK might just be happy with one kill. Zeno going for more. Stormy will keep him at bay. Unless Uni wants to re-engage in the mid lane, goes in, it gets the damage out. Yums is there, but still not a follow through to get GK down.
All right, so Hunter Strikes start to fall in, maybe a little bit late for SRG. We just saw Uni get his. Cram gets his after death. Maybe just if they could have got that a bit sooner, we would have seen a little bit more damage, a little bit more possibilities. Luckily, SRG still gets the turtle in the midst of the chaos, but Cram now 0-2. In game number 1, this Paquito was the thing that brought them to victory. And with the start that it's had, GK's learned that, listen, we don't want to let that happen. We need to make sure we focus down, and Zeno is making a job of that. We do see the Sky Piercer lock in for Innocent. So he hasn't been able to get stacks off it just yet, but if more kills can start getting locked in for him, this Brody can start to become dangerous.
Yeah, they got to deal with this. Beacon use, Cram, next target, flickers defensively. Rest of the team trying to help him out, but Cram, nowhere to go. Another kill picked up, and Yums, unfortunately, not able to help him stay alive. So GK, they'll continue to do this, Strikes. Look for pickoffs, look to play around that beacon from Quanok, and it's working so well for them for now.
SRG, this game, not really waiting for the power spikes to hit. Yes, Cram got the Hunter Strike, but still, you can't just go in like that, especially when you are behind, especially with the composition that GK has. I think the goal should have been to wait just a little bit longer, maybe another minute or two to really start trying to make those plays happen, especially since he's already taken 2 deaths, and now it's 3 deaths. So hopefully Cram can kind of back off a little bit, slow it down, wait for your time to shine. It's what you did in game number 1, and it's what you're going to have to do in game number 3 to get this victory. GK, on the other hand, just need to keep capitalizing on these small mistakes.
This is one of the difficult things, though, to do, you know, when you are a Piquito that is, you know, you've died a few times, you're trying to figure out how do you bring that value to these team fights and, you know, turn the tides of them. And unfortunately, when you're down, it's a little bit harder to be able to do that when you have the lead. So now, some ultimates being thrown out here. Turtle's up, and you don't have a traction pulse now for Stormy. They could still fight even without it, but it's going to take some master fighting here from them to be able to pull this off. GK's really been playing around their ultimates really well, just like they are now. Young's really low. Zeno waiting for that window of opportunity to jump in. Might just try to go and steal this turtle here. Goes in and makes it happen. And now Stormy on the run. The rest of GK just happy, staying disciplined, takes the objective, and goes elsewhere.
Even though it wasn't exactly straightforward, SRG backs off of it during that turtle fight because they know Aizen is coming with that Throne of Ruin. And if they stayed for that turtle, getting caught by that would have been detrimental. Could have been an end game type of fight.
Oh no, they're gonna collapse down here. They're looking for a kill on Aizen, but he's able to get away. Now Zeno joining the fight in the mid. Gonna go for Uni. Uni trying to use the iframes to get out Temps of Blades too. He's on the run and now mid lane. Cram finally will take one down and they get a second as Shen falls. SRG finds some breathing room.
SRG right now is just the perfect example of punching your way through your problems. Even, I mean, seriously, they're behind. Exactly, they take that fight, and GK is finally getting pushed back.
Oh man, SRG off of one team fight somehow find a swing in their favor. They're now approaching these tier 2 turrets of GK. It all happened so fast too for GK to deal with, and now they're trying to scramble here. Shen, half health, he has to watch the tier 2 fall, and you got 19 seconds for that lore to come up.
All right, SRG now with a 2.5K gold lead. In just a matter of about 45 seconds, they have completely took this game into their hands, and it's looking reminiscent of game number 1. And Cram continues to show that on this Paquito, even with a death or 2 or 3, I can still pack a punch. And Innocent was the sleeper build all along, hanging out in the gold lane. And we were waiting for that moment for him to get involved in these fights, and now the damage is there as well. He's got the Sky Piercer. He's got two stacks on there, 2 kills worth of stacks on there. He's feeling himself right now. And SRG, this is going to continue to scale upwards and upwards.
Yeah, those stacks really are something to worry about. They're going to blitz this Lord, going for it. A cleave comes through. Uni, SRG gets the Lord. They're going to be able to collapse down on the fight. A couple flickers on the defense from GK. Cram looking for the reinitiation. They're going on Shen. Shen has nowhere to go. Another stack for Innocent, and they find a double. Add another one to Innocent Sky Piercer.
5-0-1 on Innocent. Shen sacrificed himself to make sure that Zeno can get the purple buff, but the fact that Quinnock falls after that might be a little bit too much for GK to hold on to. It's a 5K gold lead, and a Lord is coming soon.
Oh, this was worked so well. Again, they blitzed it. They tried to go in for an attempt. They're knocking on the base turrets now, too. Back in the live cam. Traction pulse already thrown out, sending GK back to heal up. They're going to defend this Lord push. SRG with a swing in their favor. Uni jumps in, bringing down half health bars for GK. They're going to collapse down anyway. Cramps in the base, punching, looking for Yaga. Finds him as well. Takes out Aizen. SRG, they brought out a new Titan. No, a new Giant to the mix. And they move forward for MSC, keeping their dreams alive.